you've managed to look through the numbers, so we know they missed, they fell. What led to the drop in both?
It's all about subdued demand, and it really drives home how different things are in China compared to the rest of the world, which is swamped by inflation. There were some pickup in food prices, by the way, but on a core basis, inflation in China is going nowhere. It's all about consumers not having animal spirits. It reflects the restrictions, the COVID-related obstruction that continues to drag in the economy. The producer side of things as well, softening there, that reflects weakening commodity prices. There is a base effect at play there as well. But when you look at it all together, I mean, when you look at where Chinese inflation is, it's just such a standout to its major peers around the rest of the world.
And does that mean that, the growth outlook continues to be more to the downside? We just saw Barclays downgrade once again.
I think so. I mean, that's what this inflation story is all about. It's just no sign of a turning point yet in the economy. We were expected at this point that it would be stabilising, things would be picking up. We're ahead of the Congress. That was the whole story. The narrative was stability, but it's not. And as you mentioned, economists still downgrading the growth forecasts. Measures announced overnight to try and get young people into work, to try to give companies money to hire these record numbers of graduates. This ongoing COVID zero adherence, no sign of a turning point in that. So yes, it's all downward pressure. When you get these inflation data, it shows you how weak and soggy demand is in China.
What does the PPI number tell us about CPI? Because the correlation is not as strong by any sense, as it is in some of the developed economies.
Yeah, the correlation is weak. The PPI story, I think, is interesting because it might reflect weakening export demand. So these factories are buying less stuff. It also, of course, reflects commodity prices coming off the boil. Interestingly, what you could say with Chinese PPI softening is that maybe it will take pressure off the global price story because, of course, China is selling all these goods to the rest of the world. So maybe a hint of disinflationary pressure from China.